Hello, hello, welcome. This is Artemis, and we'll get started. So we can inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And when you're ready, start to rub the hands together. Separate. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Go with your breath. Okay, we'll get ready to place the palms over the eyes. Lighting up our eyes, brains. And whole bodies. Now feel the top of the palm on the eyebrow bone, the bottom of the palm on the cheekbone, and let's make circles. Other direction. Face massage up the sides of the nose, down the sides of the face a few times. Charge up the hands again. Separate. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Head massage. Get the base of the skull. And pinch out the back of the neck a few times. Sweep down the front of the throat. Circle upper chest. Middle chest. Belly. Work down the legs. Sweep down the shins. Get those calves. Backs of the knees. Legs come up, kidney and low back. Okay, let's do the lung channel massage. So we go under the collarbone until we hit the shoulder bone. Move down and massage lung 1. Up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn down. Tip of the index, come up in between. Inhale as we cross. Exhale, brush away. Other side. Under the collarbone, we hit the shoulder bone, move down. Massage. Up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn down, tip of the index, come up, cross, and brush away. Tapping from the head, down the front body, up the back body, low back and kidneys, lung channel, large intestine channel, and the other side. Okay, the feet come together. We remind ourselves of the aura meditation. So as we inhale, we light up from the crown of the head, light up the whole body, mind. And as we exhale, we imagine the space around us gets bigger and brighter As we let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Okay, shoulders back and down. In, out, in, out. We'll do it a few more times at our own pace. And if you want to hold it for a few more breaths, please feel free. Let's listen to our bodies. Okay, next time we come to center, we'll open up into a horse stance. Knees are bent, open the arms. Keep the eyes open for this one. Inhale. Exhale, rotate from the waist. Into center. Out as we rotate. Couple more at our own pace. Back to center. Warm up the hands. Warm up the kidneys and low back. Glide the hands over the kidneys. Bend the knees. Circle the hips. Other direction. Okay, feet together. Knee rotations next. We'll start by massaging the knees. Get the backs of the knees too. Okay, hands on the knees and we rotate. Other direction. Okay, we'll give it a little shake. And let's start the 8 health investment exercises, beginning with one of my favorites, low cleansing, to release any disturbed energy. Inhale, exhale, open up. Inhale, palms up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms down. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale into the palms. Exhale, press down. And drop the fingers. We'll do it one more time. In, out, in, out, in, and out. Draw the bow. Open up into horse stance. Cross the arms. In, out. Pressing out. In, bend, look at the palm. Out. Other side. In, out. In, out. And let's do it again. In, gather it. Out. In, bend. Out. Other side. In, gather. Out. In, out. Gather in, feet come together. And out. In, chest level. Out. One hand up, one hand down. Fingers in the head, all pointing the same direction. Stretch, touching heaven and earth. In, sweep the palms. Out, stretch. In, gather it. Out, press down. We'll start with the other side. In, out, stretch up and down. In, sweep the palms. Out, stretch. In, gather it. Out, press down. Open the feet hip width apart. This exercise and the next will imagine releasing down into the earth through the perineum or from the perineum. Shoulders back and down. In, out, turn the head. In, center. Use the eyes. Out, other side. In, hands on the kidneys. Out. In. Out. In, palms up in front of the chest. Out. In. And out. In, gather in. And out. In, interlace. Out, overhead. In, palms up and up on the toes if we can. Out, palms down. In, out to the side. In, out, other side. In, gather in. Heels come down, hands come down. Okay, we open up into our horse stance. Cross the arms. Fists to the hips. In, we cross in front of the lower body. Out, we brush away. In front of the chest. Out to the hips. Turn the head, bring a fist up. Inhale. Out, punch. Rotate and come back. Turn the head. In, out. Rotate and come back. Take a full breath. Next inhalation, cross in front of the lower body. Out, brush away. In front of the chest. Out to the hips. In front of the chest. Step in. Pull back. Press down. Okay, we rotate the wrists. In, knees bent, elbows bent. Out, stretch. In, palms up. Out in front of the belly. In front of the chest. Out overhead. In, stretch. Out, fold. Okay, so we'll lift each toe with an exhalation. I'll name the toe and the associated meridian, and we'll lift with our own exhale. So the big toe, liver and spleen. Second toe, stomach. Third toe, stomach. Fourth toe, gallbladder. Fifth toe, urinary bladder. Okay, hang loosely. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth a few times. And come up. Hands come to the back and lean back. Knees are bent. Okay. Let's inhale. Exhale, open up. Inhale, third eye. Exhale in front of the chest. In, out, in, out to the left. In, out, in third eye, out to the heart. In here, out, in third eye, out to the other side. In, gather in, and out. Okay, we'll place the hands on the low belly. One thumb goes between the thumb and the index, the other thumb around the center of the palm. And we'll just take a few breaths before we start Qigong for hormones. Okay, drop the hands. In front of the chest. Out the backs of the hands forward. Make cups with the hands, rotate to the waist, in. Out, stretch. In, back to the waist. Out, forward. In, third eye. Out, stretch. In, third eye. Out in front of the chest. Make the cups into the waist. Out, stretch. Into the waist. Out, forward. Turn the hands, go around a big ball, take a full breath. In, third eye. Out, stretch. In, third eye. Out. In, gather in. And out. Okay, push hands. In, we gather energy into the lower dantian. Out, we press the hands forward. And now we can add a little more action, make a sound when the hands come forward, and maybe do a little jump forward. Ha. 2 more. Ha. Ha. And now 3 smooth. Okay. Scoop up a big handful of energy. Give it to the lower dantian twice more. And we close with a bow. Paying respect to all beings. Praying for world peace. And promoting unconditional love. Come out of it when you're ready. And press down. We close by clapping. Loud and hard. Activating all the meridians through the hands. And also cheering for ourselves and for each other. Wonderful. Okay. So let's move into more of our yoga stuff. So if you have something to use as a strap, have that nearby. And if you have a block, that could also come in handy. But if you don't have these things, don't worry. We can make do without them. Okay, before we go into, well, we're already going into yoga poses, but we're still working with the meridians because we're working with the energy of the season, which right now is spring. And if you happen to be watching this at a different time, it's still good because we can work with all the meridians anytime. Okay, so we're going to work with acupressure point liver number 3. So when you go between the big toe and the second toe, just down until you get to a V where the bones meet. That's the point we want to work with. So we'll use it by pressing with the opposite heel. So if you want to find it with the fingers first, go ahead. And we also get to play with our balance. So we can use the arms to just help us with balance. And we'll just dig the heel into that liver number 3 point. So moving down between the first toe and the second toe to where the bones meet. And, the heel's pretty big, so I think we'll hit it, so we don't have to worry too much. So I like to go side to side, but you could also pump up and down, whatever you like. So working with this point helps us release stuck energy. Helps us refresh that moving forward energy, that upward moving energy. It's also good for menstrual pain, hangovers, anytime we need a boost. So let's take another little moment here. Okay, so now we're going to turn it into an eagle pose. So we bend the standing leg, and we'll see if we can cross the top leg over. We can absolutely have the toes touching the floor or on top of a block, or if we're very comfortable, hug around. Okay, so whatever leg is on top, the opposite arm comes on top. We wrap if the hands can connect. Great. If they don't, that's fine too. Lift the elbows, and let's breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs together and the arms together. Two more. Okay, now we're going to pop out into a star. So we inhale here. Exhale, pop open. Shift the weight. And lift up into star. Inhaling, lighting up the whole body mind. Exhaling, space around us gets bigger and brighter. We exhale through the fingers, the toes, the pores of our skin. Okay. Ooh, shake it out. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So start by digging the heel into liver number 3. Use the arms to help with balance. You can also be standing next to a wall or something. Something like flushing the whole liver meridian, any stuck energy, any frustration, anger, depression, and charging up with fresh, upward moving energy. Vibrant. If you like, you can even imagine a bright green. Okay, we'll transition into eagle. So we bend the standing leg, cross the top leg over. See if you want to touch the toes or hover. Whatever leg is on top, the opposite arm comes on top. Lift the elbows, squeeze into ourselves. Okay, inhale. Exhale, pop open. Shift the weight and open up into star. Shining bright. Okay, come out of it. All right, we'll do a downward facing dog, but working with the gallbladder meridian, which runs from the fourth toe up the outer leg, all the way up into the head. So in the downward dog, we'll try to turn the heels out so we can get up into the gallbladder meridian a little more. So to come into it any way you like, I'm just going to fold and walk. And you just stay as long as you like. If you've had enough, you take it to child's pose. That's the next pose anyways. So if it works in your body, turn the heels out. Press the heels towards the floor. Press the hands into the floor and shift the weight back. And we'll aim for 5 long, deep breaths. Okay, once you're happy with that, bring the heels back to center, lower the knees, and let's press back into a child's pose. We'll try to keep the elbows lifted, but the head supported. So if the head doesn't reach the floor, just put your block or a pillow or something under it. Okay, keeping the hands where they are, lift the head. Let's inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. And we'll just do that a few times. And you can play around, add some creativity, have fun with it. So maybe playing with rounding the back or arching the back, whatever might feel good. Couple more. Okay, let's tuck the toes. Bring the hips back, spread the fingers, and we'll see if we can go into downward facing dog from here. You can just peel the legs up. And once again, turn the heels towards the outsides of the mat. Press the weight back, about 5 breaths. And come out of it when you're ready. We'll come into a seat. Now let's go into our seated stretch. So we'll extend one leg. You could also have it tucked in if you prefer. And the other foot can be inside or outside. So we have a long leg and a bent leg. Make sure the foot of your bent leg, you can press the foot into the floor. Interlace around the knee. Both legs are engaged, so even your long leg, you're like pushing into something, or you can think of pulling the toes back. Proud open chest, long deep breaths. We'll start here. Take it into the twist, twisting towards the bent leg. Back hand comes behind. Keep the breath flowing. And keep the legs engaged. Okay, come back to center. Release the leg. See if you can find the sit bones. You might want to be sitting on something that could make this a lot more comfortable, especially if your back is rounding. It's much better to sit on something. So if you have the strap, you could loop it around the feet, and we'll just have a little bit of resistance, lengthen up out of the waist, and take about 5 breaths. Now, once you're happy with that, strap aside, and we'll do our twist on the other side. So opposite leg is straight. We bend either the foot inside the leg or outside. And wherever it is, we want to be able to push the whole foot into the floor. Interlace around the knee, and we start here. Take it into the twist. And when you're ready, come back to center. Release the leg. Okay, let's make our way onto the back. So if you have a block, have it handy. If you don't have a block, maybe you have some firm pillows you could use or some firm blankets. So we're going to use a block for support underneath the pelvis. And if you don't have any stuff, you can also do this without props. Okay, come on down. We'll start knees to chest, hands on the knees. Inhale the knees away. Exhale to the chest. A few times. Okay, back to center. Make sure you have room behind you for your arms and room in front of you for your legs. So we'll do dead bug. So we can either have the legs bent at 90 degrees and then move opposite arm, opposite leg, touching the toes to the floor and moving the opposite arm back. Or if it's comfortable for you, you can straighten the legs and then same thing. So find what works in your body for today. We'll do a few. Stretching out through the arms and through the legs. A few more. Oh, so here it is. Okay, we'll come back to center, knees to chest. Maybe just rock side to side. All right, back to center. Okay, so we'll do some pelvic lifts. So the movement is just inhaling the pelvis up, exhaling the pelvis down. But we could add a little shoulder arm work to it if we like. So if we don't have any props, that would look like inhaling the pelvis up and the arms back. Exhaling pelvis down, arms down. If you do have a block and you want to use it, because you might not want to do this variation, but if you want to, you can hold the block between the hands and it's the same thing. We inhale, lift the pelvis, lower the block. Exhale, pelvis down, block above the chest. So, or if it's too much for the arms, you could take your block between the knees, just hold it. It'll give some extra leg engagement. Inhale up, exhale down. So find your version of this movement, whatever feels good for you today. A few more. Okay, now take the block on the flattest level and we'll just slide it under the seat. And then rest the back of the pelvis onto the block. So we'll take a couple breaths, just feel how sturdy that is. And now we'll bring the legs up. And we can either work with bent legs, inhaling here, exhaling as we touch the floor, in, out. So it's a little more ab intensive. Or if you're very comfortable, straight legs, lower just to a comfortable range of motion, and up. I like inhaling when I'm up, exhaling as I lower, but you can breathe through it any way that you enjoy. Okay, the next time the legs come up, let's keep them there. So if they're straight, see if it's possible to have the ankles over the knees, over the hips. If straight isn't comfortable, that's totally fine. Just bend the knees, have the knees over the hips, and let the feet just kind of hang. So find something that's comfortable enough. We're going to take about 5 breaths, and we're looking for a degree of rest here. Okay, when you're ready, lower the feet and just take a moment with your feet on the floor. Okay, press the feet down, lift up, roll the block away. And we can just toss the legs side to side. Okay, let's come back to center. We'll extend one leg, keep the other leg bent. The side where the leg is extended, extend that arm out. So you're losing my hand, but you'll get the idea. Side with the bent leg, hand on the heart. We'll slide down the shoulder, let the head be heavy. Reach, if we can, past the fingertips, and then slide back, tracing the arm. We try to keep the head on the floor. If you notice your head lifting, you can maybe place a folded blanket or something under the head. And we'll just do a few. So the shoulder of the arm that's moving, it can absolutely come off the floor. The hip of the bent leg can also come off the floor. Just keep pushing that foot into the floor. A few more. Okay, back to center. We'll open up the arm that was just moving. The leg that's bent, let's lift it up, grab the outer edge, and pull ourselves over. We can let the leg be loose or hook the toes. And we'll just take about 5 breaths. Okay, back to center. Let's set up for the other side. So we have a long leg and a bent leg. Just make sure you're doing the other side. Same side as the long leg, we extend the arm. Same side as the bent leg, hand on the chest. We slide down the arm, see if we can reach past the fingertips, and slide back, keeping contact with the arm. We keep the head and neck relaxed and try to keep the head heavy on the floor. So again, if the head is lifting, just put a blanket or something under the head so you have something to roll on. Pushing the foot of the bent leg into the floor. Few more. Okay, come back to center. Open up the arm that was moving. Lift up the bent leg. Grab the outer edge. Maybe hook the toes behind the thigh and take ourselves into a twist. Okay. Come out of it. And let's set ourselves up for relaxation. So maybe we can just do one last set of twists. Any version that you enjoy. And if there's any other movements that the body wants, just go right ahead. I'm going to stretch up my arms and my legs, turn my ankles and fists. And then when you're ready, find your relaxation position. I'm going to do my usual, the feet wide, knees leaning one into the other. Tuck the chin in. And if you still need something under your head, definitely use it. And as always, the most important adjustment, giving ourselves permission to relax. Let's gently wake the body up, inviting movement once it feels good. Eventually giving ourselves a full body stretch. And once nice and stretched, knees to chest, let's do a few double knee tucks. Inhale away, exhale, squeeze to the chest. Rock side to side. And all the way to the right side if you have room. Rest the head, take a few breaths in a fetal position. And with the strength of the arms, let's press up. So we'll place ourselves in any comfortable seated position. We're going to close with a little short meditation. So I'm going to sit on my block. If you have something to sit on, it will be more comfortable, probably. Position the legs however you like. So we'll have the backs of the hands on the legs, and we'll just do a few rounds of the aura meditation. So first, let's calm our minds. Relax your entire body. Breathe naturally and with happiness. Activate our inner smiles. Okay, so we can visualize a brilliant, bright light, joy, happiness, positive energy. And as we inhale from the crown of the head, light up the whole body. And with the exhales, release, imagining the space around us getting bigger and brighter as we let go, let go, let go. So we'll just do a few rounds at our own. To come out of the meditation, let's gently open our eyes. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth 3 times. With gratitude and appreciation, may we acknowledge, honor the light, love, and wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Namaste. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Thank you so very, 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 very much. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you back here on YouTube on Tuesday. So until then, take care. Bye.